Hello. Let's flip the coin as to whether this actually works. Am I live? I am live. Okay. Yeah. Past couple streams, it's just been a coin flip as to whether me hitting the broadcast button would actually broadcast or not. Yeah, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Last time I did this, there was 0 progress made, because I was mostly doing side things. This time I will be doing one side thing, but otherwise trying to focus on the main story. Maybe I'll do a hunt or two, but I really, really want to see this game through. I just pet the side of Torgal's head. The animation did not play correctly. That's fine. Hey, Star Pressure. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna get right into it without dilly-dallying too much, because we're still in a relatively slow part of the main quest, and I have this thing with Quentin.
Clive, your timing is exquisite as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist.
Hey, Vera.
Go on.
Welcome.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Nose for trouble. All right.
Of course. Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Sorry, I'm responding to a text real quick. Alright.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
Let's.
Better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
It's probably bandits. Oh, it's not. Oh. You.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually.
Probably aliens? I hope so.
Ask you something. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods.
What if this is just Bloodborne 2 in disguise?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumors, mind, from the lads.
I hope it's
working out at the
cactuars.
vineyard, but
Dude, I'm gonna be really
don't
upset if I
seem
never
right.
fight a cactuar in this game.
Right. Thanks anyway.
We have a whole ass desert region and I haven't seen one cactuar. Worst part of the game thus far. Cactuar and Tonberry are the primary things I'm holding out for, in terms of recurring non-boss enemies. Although a boss cactuar would also be satisfactory.
Do you have a moment?
Cactuars do exist in 16, alright.
Talk of suspicious
Also, hi, Quick
figures
Quick.
in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lawbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs.
Oh,
I
Lawbert's
heard
Pass
it.
is where I'm already going for
Screeching
the
out from between the
main story.
trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Alright,
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
yeah.
What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I am disappointed that you didn't bark. I'm disappointed that you're not doing a Lassie thing. It's fine, though. Alright, cool. We can knock out this objective and the story objective without having to backtrack too much.
You there?
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
Hey, Bachi.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
I mean, surely at this point you guys know you have no chance. Come on. Let's be reasonable. I'm really impressed that the first icon move I ever got still feels great to execute this far into the game. I figured I'd be replacing it, but... oh right, I have the ult. I figured I would be replacing it by the time I got another icon, but... that wing... It just feels too good. The slowdown is perfect.
It's over.
Star Pressure, did Vera trick you into Googling pet play? Oh, we're off to a great start. We're off to an awesome start.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Google Splice next. It's race play for furries? Jesus fucking Christ, quick. Alright, I have no recollection of what the story was sending me to Lawbird's Pass for. Why don't you remind me?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over
Oh,
there,
right, we're getting
as
some
is
fallen
the
ruins.
creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you,
Using them for
would you
the,
Of course.
What
I'll be right
what
back.
are we building? Is it an airship? Probably an airship. Yeah, okay, engines.
Anybody
Yeah.
home?
Hey, Sean. Welcome. Oh, hey, it's you.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
I already fought one of you for a hunt. You're fine. You're nothing. Oh, God. I don't remember if the last one did that.
Too slow.
Oh, I have no items for some reason. I just noticed. Let's, okay. Let's take this seriously. It is the guy from Hawk Manor. Everybody's favorite Realm Reborn dungeon. Okay. Trouble is, because most of this guy's attacks are projectiles, I have no idea what I can parry and what I cannot. I'm having to play a little cautiously. Let's try it. Oh, you can parry projectiles. Cool. Then again, he does keep teleporting around, so I don't know if it'll be incredibly effective if I land it. Oh god. Oh. I figured that would be charged by now. This'll finish you. She said, foolishly. Doing it in the middle of a teleport. Amazing. Technically, I didn't miss. I did it while he was blinking into the ether. I cannot technically be blamed for that.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Yay. And I think there's only one more mid quest before we can finally drag her ass to her dad's grave. I don't know how you guys are going to carry that, but best of luck to you. Alright, now we can just teleport back to Lost Wing, turn in this quest, and we'll be Gucci. Pat said all the game's quests are mid.
Good day to you.
Pat also said that you should hold the toilet paper roll when you pee. We don't listen to Pat.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
They were just clan
I
members,
found
it's
some
fine.
black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds.
Warmer.
They serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all.
Did I...
I had hoped
Am I
had more
forgetting
time
the part
for this.
where
More time
she
to
stopped
prepare.
using black shields?
But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry.
Is it
I'm
because
going
she's
to
with a
need to
different guy
explain.
now?
Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
Oh,
All that I have built here is for him.
I
interesting.
don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was
More?
a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Oh,
And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own.
okay,
I
you
tracked
have a lot
down
going
every
on.
soul who served him, and slit their throats myself.
Holy shit.
But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target.
What the fuck? I thought you were
With money and
a merchant.
power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows.
Yeah, he was actually the Punisher the whole time.
All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice.
Quentin wears the apron because he doesn't want the blood on him. Holy shit.
And our cause is the same.
Oh my
We are
god.
comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin,
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. Friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Okay. Well, I am suddenly 150% more interested in Quentin than I was previously. So... I... Do you have another quest for me? Like right now? Can I...
I'm not going to change his mind.
No, I guess we're waiting on that for later. Goodness. Alright. I didn't expect that from a random side quest in Lost Wing. But sure.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
No surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Are you horny for anybody new?
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable...
No, this is the same.
Gal. One is the sweet...
You're so weird.
If I don't come up with something soon.
I'm mid.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
He's like 50 feet away from you. But sure. Hi, Tableau. Welcome. Truly, FF16 side quests are the terrifying lows, dizzying highs, and creamy middles. I couldn't agree more. That's why I'm going to do all of them on stream. Because I have learned by now that I never know what the fuck I am going to get. I'm surprised at how energetic I'm feeling today, considering I slept like shit and didn't wake up until 11. I ate breakfast like an hour ago.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
I love Mid. Please. I don't know how you can say her name out loud.
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have.
That's true.
But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might
So
be a
pitch
plant
is
of some
resistant
material or
to
other
fire.
in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best
It's
to
not
apply
how
it
I
and
thought
to
that
what
worked.
material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh shit. The ladies.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count
Sorry, I'm
on
late. Don't worry about it, Lieutenant. You haven't really missed anything.
Always.
You missed us doing a side quest for Quentin.
Thank you.
And him turning out to be the fucking Punisher out of nowhere.
Fine young mind would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Oh, cool. Do we get to take Tarja? I didn't think we would get to bring her out of... Huh. For some reason that doesn't surprise me about Quentin. Yeah, we did a random side quest for him, and he detailed how his whole family got slaughtered by a dude, and he went down and hunted down all of that guy's goons himself and cut their throats. And now he is preparing a whole revenge quest against that guy that we don't get to do quite yet. It's wild.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Take Jill. I like Jill, but will the game ever give me another opportunity to hang out in the battlefield with Tarja? Because I didn't think they would.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Because I really like Tarja, and I want to get a little more out of her. But if the argument for Jill is convincing enough, then I will take Jill. Really having a Betty and Veronica moment over here. Jill, you make a persuasive case. I'm guessing Clive and Jill have a really sweet moment or something. It's a date with Jill.
Take your time.
Let me drop a save.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Okay, but are there any other points in the game where Tarja will accompany me? Since those of you who have beaten the game here. No, but you miss out on Clive and Jill date. Okay, how long is this quest? Because I might just do it twice to see both of the content here. I'm really leaning towards going with Tarja first and then doing Jill second. Maybe like 20 minutes? Okay, that's fine. All right, we're gonna do Tarja and then we're gonna reload the save to see the Jill date.
All right. So.
Plus, this way you get to see new content.
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like
Your
the
voice is so
ingredients for
cool.
someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market.
Can't believe you don't want to go on a date with your wife.
Well,
My wife's just gonna hang out here with the old man.
I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime
I've never
soon.
seen a dojin
Need
where
to
that
speak
goes
to an old
horribly wrong.
acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Alright. Northreach. This fucking place again. I dread the moment when they're going to send me back to more for more questing, because I have been told we have not seen the last of that horrible, horrible place.
Now, where's Taya?
There's two.
Right here.
Them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another cat.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Every frame of Breaking Bad has concluded. The final episode is now the credits. What the fuck does that mean, Vera?
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Okay.
If that's what you want.
You don't have to be so mean about it, man.
And if that's what you want.
I'm a paying customer, and you can't even tell that I'm a bearer.
Good riddance.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Everyone here sucks.
What can I interest you in today?
Garlic.
I hope it's to your liking.
That should do it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
It's okay, she's a woman. She's good at shopping.
You'll not find a bruised pippin in
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Northreach rules, though. Northreach is like the worst place in... worst place in the fucking... What's it called? Sandbreak. It's like... If we count Moore, because Moore is like a mile away, this whole region just sucks ass.
He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Oh?
Quick chat.
What do you want? Okay, so this mission is just going to be shop for a few things, and then we get a cool scene.
Do you know?
I can do this with Jill.
This is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
Absolutely no time spent.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Aww. Thank you, Tarja, for giving me this cool scar. Can't invite her out because she's the base doctor. People are actively dying right now. Well, just do it like in Last of Us 2. Just bring the doctor with you. And she definitely won't get killed on your quest.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Doctor is safest on the front lines. Yeah, exactly. That's where all the wounded are. Haven't you seen that one episode of Band of Brothers? Okay. So now that we've seen the cool scene with Tarja, I will go back here and talk to Harpocrates just in case there's a little more dialogue for this variation, and then I will reload the save, and we'll go on a date with our wife.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Ugh, I'm never drinking again.
If I ever play a healer character in a TTRPG, I need to remember to make that joke. If you do make that joke, make sure to legally credit me.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Are you okay, Jill?
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
Okay, I'm going to guess the dialogue for Harpocrates to be the same either way. So now, this is the correct save, right? 1508. No, that would be... Oh, right, wait. These are all autosaves. Player save. The cutscene with Tarja is weird because the fade to black seems to be implying they fucked on the beach. I did not take it that way. Maybe that's how it'll play with Jill, but
so, Clive,
with Tarja it seemed
your decision?
pretty friendly and platonic.
On your little excursion.
You're getting an Amazon ad? They can I was about to say they can play ads for themselves on their own service, but I don't know why they wouldn't. Alright, come on, Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
We are gonna fuck on the beach.
The liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocolate.
Yeah, Queequeg, I think you just want to fuck Tarja, which is fair.
Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so?
When Amazon was having that union vote in Alabama, Twitch would give me anti-union Amazon ads. Amazing.
I will. Until then.
Alright.
Enjoy yourselves.
Date time with wife. Wife date. Wife date. Forget the thing that happened with Tarja that happened in the shadow dimension.
No. Where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Okay.
Up! You'll not find a bruised
Garlic man.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes.
And then the asshole who sells the nuts.
What do you want?
I want nuts.
If that's what you want.
And also potions.
And
I don't know why I still bought the potions last time, even though I knew I was going to reload the
Let's see how
save.
Jill's getting on.
There. Speed ran. Didn't even take us 4 minutes.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
I was reading the food lore.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
I suspect Harpocrates is just going to eat these.
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Clive, why does this beach smell like Tarja?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
Yo.
Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
That's really cute.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Aww. I want you to bread me, Clive. Torgal's fighting the AT field right now. He wants that bread. Oh, yeah.
I suppose we best be getting back.
By the time Jill's on her third orgasm, that bread will be gone.
I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Get it, boy.
I love you, Torgal. Alright. I'm really glad I saw both of those scenes. And I'm really glad they didn't make me play through 20 to 30 minutes of content to see both of them. Also, give me 1 second. My dogs are going fucking insane. Puppies! Shut up. Alright. Do you think she can make an ice butt plug? Yes. The answer, from here on out,
Is getting on with the moon dew.
the answer to do you think Dominant X can do weird sex thing Y with their icon powers is always going to be yes. Like, who wouldn't?
How's work on the shielding progressing?
Gotta go. Bye, Queequeg. Thanks for tuning in.
Very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your
Do you think they
kind
freeze
assistance.
P to make urethral play? Vera, I'm gonna
tell you
ban you.
How we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may.
Do you think Jill can freeze Clive's nut in his balls? Jesus
count on
fucking
me.
Christ.
I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
There's a non-zero chance Benedicta accidentally pulled a Devilman Crybaby Serene. Someday I will understand that
Jill,
reference.
Would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Oh my. What if Clive just marries them both?
Clive, thank
And
you.
then they marry each other.
It was nice just being with you.
Aww.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
That was the smile of somebody who's going to ram 15 inches of
I was enjoying playing the man
solid
of action
ice
for
up
once.
Clive's ass later.
When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Alright. Now, Mid, will you finally visit Sid's grave already?
Well,
Please, God.
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Tarja, can you please make me stop using Shiva's powers to make bags of ice for patients? I'm slowly dying from it. Even at the hideaway, we can't escape the exploitation of bearers.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Wow.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Yeah, editors should only read manga. Like all the cool kids.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, the first mid-quest kind of sucked, but
When
I
I got into the smithing game,
did not actually mind
I thought I'd be
the
making
second or
swords
third
and
ones.
shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
They weren't super long,
difference.
and I enjoy getting a chance to just hang out with the characters for a little bit.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside.
But the first one was really
You get all the parts
mid.
lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Why did your mouth not move? That was weird. That was the first animation I've seen in this whole game that looks straight up wrong. And that was a really cute laugh, so it was extra noticeable. Yay, we did it.
Finished. It's finally finished.
Looks like shit.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wait.
didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Fuck off.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang and Cam
Okay.
will handle the rest.
Alright.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Nick told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it round the lake.
Alright, what do you got for me now?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Thank you.
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright, as soon as I regain control of Clive, I am going to go see what is actually freaking out my dogs. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna unplug my mic. I'll be right back. As anticipated, the answer to what my dogs are freaking out about is nothing. Shocker of shocks. Oh, there's a plus side quest. I'll talk to you and then I'll go see what that is.
All right, Clive. Asterix.
Ghosts?
Sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear.
Maybe.
That girl do
I don't know.
anything to put off
There's
the
an old
steam
house.
outside its grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not
And get
quite.
Zach Bagans on the
She
case.
said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that. In those words.
She did, yes.
Clive,
Huh?
were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Oh no.
I might still be able to catch her.
Oh god.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Mid's probably being possessed like Zach Bagans.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Well,
You're in a
fuck.
hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Hmm?
One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person.
So we're not gonna go find Mid right now.
In haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give us this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Oh yeah. Okay, a lot of noise about Canver, I guess. Maybe we will go find
So
Mid in
what?
the process.
Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got
Yay!
some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
Jill and Gav.
At least.
Oh, this is oh. Okay, maybe we should have done that plus side quest first. Things are about to... Sid's legacy? Oh. The dust long settled little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. Oh no, we're going to... We're going to the old hideaway. Oh. Oh. That first rendition of Sid's theme.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Are you sure?
Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Oh, hey.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
And Dion's probably going to be there.
Stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Good.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that petty bold, you great galoot.
I didn't think I would ever see you two in an actual story
There's a
cutscene.
caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklab markets. It's
All right.
managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them
Goots
goods
time.
as traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
I love you.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
I love you, Goots.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Wait, Gav has 3 rat tails in his hair? Yes, he does. Unfortunately. Leitney's Cleft. Narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains thought to have been torn from the rock by the very gods themselves. I hope the dog barking isn't, like, constantly super audible on my mic. Because I cannot get them to chill out until someone gets home, which will probably be soon.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
We need to re-burn down the base. But what if Gav adds another rat tail for everyone he loves who dies? What if we only make the problem worse? Hmm? Okay. Inaccessible. There's gonna be some shit behind that gate. Just learned Titanfall 2 got a small update, and then learned that after that the event lasted a day. This is what Cooper Interstellar felt seeing those messages.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars.
Titanfall 2...
Road wide enough to let wagons pass.
You don't have to make me so sad by bringing it up,
Leaving
Vera.
this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Oh, look at that. Look at that shot. This almost makes up for what I just learned. God, this game's so pretty. Hey, look. Remember that shit? That was fun. I should probably save. I haven't saved in a moment. Oh, I have almost 3,000 ability points. Oh. Settle. My dogs are going to drive me to drink. I swear to God. I'm going to master Gouge first and foremost, because I don't know why I haven't yet. I've been using it constantly. Oh, I've heard the tornado is almost, like, I forget why it's not super viable compared to other ultimates, but it looks really cool. It looks really cool, though. Oh, how haven't I mastered Rising Flames? Shameful, Becca. Is this a parry? No, this is not a parry, that's a projectile. What else can I get? I haven't used this. I need to try this out. Fuck it. Okay, we'll fuck with the rest later. Mastered Benedicta's skills before Josh's skills, see how it is. To be fair, I have no justification, so I am going to default to Star Pressure's justification, which is hoes before bros. That seems fair enough to me. I'll upgrade Ignition too. Alright, that'll do for now. Once I have a few more abilities mastered, I'll start fucking around with putting different abilities on different icons. But I don't super see the need for the time being, because I'm mostly using these three.
Alright.
God, pulling an enemy up into the air and then multiple enemies stepping off them is so much fun. I hope I can do that when I actually play as Nero. Whenever I get back to Devil May Cry. Because God, what a cool sequence of abilities.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Yonash?
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
This is a scam. This is a hustle.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt.
This is a Yakuza 1 side quest.
He's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You're laying it on so thick.
Have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians.
My only question is what kind of ambush you're sending me into.
They'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Oh, I suppose he's right.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, Hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us...
Or you're
in the
just
right
trying to
direction.
use me to help you steal the cart.
Do that. We'll take care of the rest.
That is also... Get cart. Perfect.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Don't worry, Star Pressure, I have not forgotten that I need to get back to DMC4. I will start that, probably when I finish Mass Effect 2. I just made the dumb decision to start Mass Effect 2 right before this gigantic RPG came out.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Oh. You can go back and get that side quest in the base when you get the chance. Will it let me complete it? Because I can't travel to any other areas. Can now, okay. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as I turn in this bandit quest, I guess. Oh, I could have actually parried that. Swing at me again. Damn it. Why is it I'm so much worse at parrying when I actually try it? Like when I go to bait out a parry, I almost never actually land it. But then when I don't go to bait out the parry... Ah, well.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job.
Don't try it.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Next time, huh? Okay, it mildly distresses me that we didn't learn the exact nature of why you are so sus. Unless you're gonna... Nope. Nope, we're just leaving. That's fine. Okay. What's this plus about? Maybe they were just humble fruit thieves.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy. Mid told me she was building a ship.
Just the local dialect, Becca. No need for racism. I will never defeat the allegations, especially in this game.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Well, that's it then. I'm buggered.
Oh, Wayne?
Sid, reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that.
The fuck are you saying?
It won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes.
Alright, so just gotta go kill a few bombs.
Through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
Bomb King,
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so this is basically just Hunt Quest.
Good hunting, eh?
Okay. Tell me about bombs. Yep, that is indeed a king bomb. Cursebreaker, aiming for the Imperial chase, took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. Soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Alright, so that is in the Croc in Sandbreck. I think I will actually pursue that when I do a few more hunts. So I'll just write down the location for now. Because I want to make main story progress. right. You know what? If it's gonna give me the plus and to use the hunt board to locate the Bomb King thing every time, like until I do it, I may just do it to get it off of my UI. So let's go to Sandbreck. Where is the croc? I don't see it. How did I miss there's a place called Baywatch? It's right near Moore, oh no. Well, where the fuck is the croc? Maybe it's this way. I haven't explored that part. It's worth a shot. Just so I don't have to deal with the reminder.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Yeah.
Why did that chocobo whistle sound like a cat call whistle? This has been a recurring thing since we got Ambrosia. It's very strange. But you know what? If you're gonna cat call any chocobo, at least Ambrosia is a nice lady. This is Advent. This is not the croc.
All right.
Okay, screw it. I'm going to look it up because I don't want to be stuck on this hunt for the duration of my stream when I said I was going to make making story progress. FF16. Weird science. Okay. It is right by the Dragon's Eyrie. It would be here. All right. See, sometimes he does a normal whistle, and then sometimes it's very sexual.
No holding back.
Here we go.
I can walk from here.
Okay, it's that way. What is this weird little house? Huh. Alright. That might be important later, or it might just be a random little ominous structure. Bomb King. Okay, you're not that big.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
You don't actually look that significantly bigger than regular bombs. Although, you also don't have a stamina bar at present. So I'm gonna guess you have phase 2.
Nice try.
Is spherical and Angie. Alright, if you've got a gimmick, you're probably going to pull it out sometime in the next couple of swings. Ah! Why does it always just glance off? What will this even do? Nothing. I might just take the Phoenix ultimate off my bar. Because I keep forgetting I have an ultimate on there. And it's good for trivializing regular enemy fights. But it's terrible against bosses, and it's not very fun. Oh god. I cannot imagine exclusively using ultimates like Pat apparently did. There we go. I just got a trophy called Think Mark. Great job, Koji.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Hang on. Let me... Gear and icons. Oh, why don't I... Do I have the lightning ball mastered? Because I could just put that in place. I do not. Okay, I'll save up for that. For now, I'll put... Scarlet's Icon's pretty good. Ignition's really good for enemy sweeps, but it doesn't do a ton of damage for bosses. At least most of them. I'll try Heat Wave. I haven't been... I'm pretty sure I've never done that once.
That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Alright. Now,
All right there, Sid?
what do you have for me that makes this an important quest?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Clive, don't be so
Silly.
altruistic.
Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
Oh.
Reckon I could work some magic on
Are we
that.
gonna get expanded inventory?
Magic.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything.
Huh?
Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil.
What does this practically do
I
for me?
reckon if we slap a bit on your back.
Oh, yeah,
it'll
expanded
loosen
inventory.
up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Okay, I'm glad I did that. That's probably the most helpful thing I'm ever going to get.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
Inventory upgrade
No,
hype.
Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Yay. Excellent. Now, do we actually have... Did they give us more potions to max that out? No, they did not. I'm going to buy more. And then, at long last, we'll finally be able to get back to the story.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it round the lake.
You're just gonna keep saying that.
Tomes help to build.
Karen, you can now
What can I do for you?
complain about me robbing you even blinder than before. Oh. Hugo dialogue.
It's a relief. Thank you, Clive.
I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck, too. For many here, every other worldly woe paled in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. Now he's gone, we'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few.
Go on, then.
Enhancer? Huh. This doesn't seem worth it.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better
Robbing
all
me
be
blind, you know.
You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Clive. Good bloody riddance.
If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few hearts.
Mine included.
Thank you. Cool.
Back to work then.
What do you mean there's still... What do you mean there's another one? There's another plus quest? Eh? At the wait. The reading table?
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Oh. Oh, there's a couple. Wait. Okay, I read that. What is this? Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. By that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Alright.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
What about a bad feeling? Something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, please make me visit. Torgal! Torgal trouble.
What could be wrong with Torgal? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Oh my god, game. You're drowning me in things to do. About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately, so I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Okay, these all seem like pretty important quests.
I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
These all seem like things I should do. Even though I want to story. Alright. We'll go talk to God first, because his seems the least important. And if it's a ledger thing, maybe we can do it all at the hideaway.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I know Mid told you she's building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders.
Oh no.
And it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess.
Are we committing tax fraud?
Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say.
God, what the fuck do I pay you
I
for?
swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
God, I'm gonna throw you overboard.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
What are they, IOUs? Rocks?
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Imagine skipping side quest dialogue.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
You're literally robbing her blind, you know.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, we got that to do.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I know.
Really?
Shut the fuck up, Jocelyn.
That's a ship.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
What about Torgal? What's up with my boy?
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
Is this about his DT?
Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at 'em. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Okay. Old man, do you know why my dog is sick? In all manners of the word.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He's ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within. And I see no reason
read
why
that subtitle as
should be any
all
different.
canines are inclined to crack open the
Accordingly,
bones
I
of the
suspect
rich.
It is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
One dog certainly did.
that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
Man,
I don't recall ever
remember
seeing any that
more.
large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest
What a
such
great
creatures
time.
rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators.
What a great session.
The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
And what's up with Blackthorn?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something.
The music has gone quiet.
I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
Did she show you a katana and you got super weeby about it?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out.
Are we jacking off katanas? Yeah, we might be. We might be.
We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
If we get katanas and we don't even have like an Asia analog,
Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I'm gonna be really happy. It's gonna be really, really funny. Show me the sword.
You're looking well.
Show me that it's been folded 10,000 times.
How were they?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmecian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take me meaning.
He's one of those homosexuals. That's almost invariably what eccentric and rich means. Especially in the olden times. If you were super rich and you were known to fuck dudes,
Ned told me she was building a ship.
they would just say you were eccentric. You were just having a little bit of a goof. Okay, we have many things to do. Let's go to Martha and turn in this valuable rock. There's no homosexuals in my Japanese animes. Definitely not. They didn't invent gayness until 1995, and even then, only in California.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here. But it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. Though I doubt it's what you were expecting. We were hoping you'd take this as payment.
We're so sorry you've gotten into massive debt and you didn't realize.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. that Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
That was fun. That was a cute little interaction. Just checking to make sure there's no more side stuff that's gonna pop up out of this map, other than this. Cressida. Oh god, we gotta go through the swampland. Or no, wait. What's gonna be faster? It'll probably be faster, just go up. I was thinking of teleporting to East Cool. But oh well. Clive is twice as handsome as Sid, yay or nay on that comment?
Right.
Sid had more swagger. Sid had more of the attitude that is very attractive. Clive looks a little bit more like a guy that I would just kiss all day. So I'm gonna say it depends on my mood.
All right.
And they both have incredible voices. And I am very, very, very into voices. Wait, who said that? Is Jill still... Yeah, Jill's just following me around while I do random bullshit. I didn't realize.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Why did I do that in front of a fence? Fuck me. Alright, this won't be too much of a problem. Is that enough antelopes? That is not enough antelopes. Oh, Jill's got that one. Sorry I stole your kill. Alright, Torgal, feast on the corpses.
No.
I enemy stepped these antelope just for you, boy.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
I love you, Torgal.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Alright. That's Return to the Hideaway. Where's Isabel? That's where the guy in Dalamil is. Isabel's in Lost Wing. Or Northreach, rather. Yeah, it's looking like most of this session is going to be side questing again, but I don't mind because these side quests have been really fun. Just for dialogue and shit. I will slay as many deer as the game wants me to. If I keep getting fun interactions with my dog and with Jill and with Otto and all those guys. You know?
Did you hear? The gates to Heavenhall in the area were breached by someone. Or something.
Oh, that's old news, lady.
I want to see you again tonight. But the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
Hey. Gay night. He's eccentric, if you know what I mean.
What can I do without Sweetwater and olive talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries yet, then?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
It's been ages since I've seen you.
Whatever is the occasion.
Have this pretty jewel.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
No Riz.
Once
Clive
told me Sid did you a kindness.
only has Riz for Jill, and even then it is in spite of himself.
Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Oh.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it.
Oh.
I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Oh, we've only been going for 2 hours. I thought we'd been streaming much longer than that.
Did you hear? The gates to Heavenhall in the area were breached by someone.
I can probably make a fair bit of story progress today. We'll see. I just have to clear my map. Alright. Last things last. Dalamil. Where in Dalamil? There in Dalamil.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Okay, so it's probably going to be upstairs. Or in here.
The St. Drake's fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we going to do? Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
Mother Crystal Truthers over here.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
That sounds like a guy who collects katanas to me.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Before you do yourself a mischief.
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
Hey, Rion.
An audience with Lord
Welcome.
Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Alright, so we just gotta go kill some bandits. And then go back to the hideaway to turn in 1,000,000 quests. Then I think we'll be able to go back to the story. I will be right back in just a moment. 1 sec. Hello. Oh no, I lost one viewer while I was gone. Oh god. I gotta figure out how to make an actual Be Right Back banner work with my streaming setup, but it probably won't be possible until I have OBS.
I take it Drake's fang was your doing, Sid.
You really are quite the outlaw. It's only a matter of time before the people learn of this and seek to apportion blame. Lie low is my advice.
Real loyal fans, am I right? Totally. I have no idea how much longer I'm going to be streaming, but we will see. At minimum, I'm gonna clear the docket of side things so that next time I do this, it'll be wall-to-wall plot. And by plot, I obviously mean Clive Titty. Where do I cross? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why couldn't you build one single land bridge to the... Fuck it. When do we hit the part where fans send you pictures of dead dogs or something? Is there a specific milestone for that? Well, being a Reddit mod, that threshold is much, much lower than it probably is for most people.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I have been beset upon by some fucking crazy people, let me tell you.
All right.
So if these streams ever get really big, I have a multiplier on me. But we're not going to think about that right now. Oh, okay. And I'm also going to be putting out what I imagine are going to be some fairly controversial books, if they ever get read enough to cause controversy. So, I think that's like a 3 times score multiplier overall.
We've got company.
Yes, Jill just said that. Oh, that's good. That's a good move. Okay, I'm sad that I haven't been using that move thus far. I completely whiffed that. Excellent. Right. Oh, right, because I wasted the fucking... Oh. Excellent. Swing it. There we go.
Nice try.
Okay, I gotta be careful about doing those kinds of parries because he swings multiple times. It's gonna be fine though. It's gonna be fine. Finish him off some kidney punches. And he's good.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
Are you gonna warp me there? Or do I have to walk? Okay.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
And tell me about how katana means Japanese sword.
Wyvern? All right. Speak.
Also, hey, he's using his code name from the start of the game.
Wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
Oh no.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we must.
Oh no, our uncle's a sword nerd.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, Let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
That was basically Byron's Virgil. Wait. You have dialogue balloons.
And what lawlessness is
Oh,
afoot today?
that's all.
My ears are
Fuck you,
always
Lubor.
Says Drake's fangs for her.
Fuck off, Lubor. Worst character in the game, Lubor. Alright, and now we begin the turning in of missions.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Oh, that's still not the end of the quest? Wow.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal
Is
companion to
Torgal
you,
also
your
Mythos?
brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and
Is
plenty.
Ultima gonna hop into my
That
dog's
number has
body
only
and he's gonna
grown
be the final
as
boss?
The rain's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
We did it. Yay. Now we can go talk to Blackthorn, who's probably going to tell us something significant. We still barely know anything about him.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right. I will.
Cool. Is it me or has Clive over time slowly come to emulate Sid and how he talks? I can hear a little bit of it. Excalibur? Oh. What, pray tell, do we need to craft Excalibur?
Clive? What do you want?
Oh, we only need this. Okay. Historians agree that long ago the nations of Valisthea were for a short time united under a single king and his band of loyal knights. Whether or not he was indeed crowned upon drawing a sword from a stone is a matter still up for debate. Wow. Knights of the Round? Maybe. I don't know.
Should last you a good while.
Well, we got Excalibur now. Look at that sword. Look at that fucking just regular... Look at this Excalibur. I've been running around with a fucked up sword for so long. It's so clean.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
The platonic ideal of a sword. Yeah, exactly.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Hey, did you guys hear that Mid is building a ship?
Good. Still alive, I see.
Unfortunately.
Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
God, do you see my cool sword? I'm gonna let Karen kill you with it.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking
I already
all
was,
then
Karen.
You're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I'd pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? You must be on that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away. I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sit up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his name.
Oh no.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
Jesus.
The monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Holy shit. Well, I guess... Huh?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
We got that. We got this scene as a result of a quest about paying back debts.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
I can't believe this ended in an actual emotional cutscene.
Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting.
What?
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Oh.
This note.
Oh. I'm gonna cry.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go we're at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
And this wasn't even like a plus marked side quest.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
God damn. Yeah, no shit, quest complete. We got Sid's goblet. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Oh. Fuck. Well, that was a side quest, I guess.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Fuck off.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Miss you, Sid.
track the crystal too? You're joking.
It's my chambers? Yes, it is. Did any missives that I missed? I didn't read that. Oh no, that's the missive I already got in the story. Well, we got Sid's goblet. Fuck. Oh man. Man, I'm getting really hungry. But I want to keep playing.
We need to find a way into Drake's tail. And we will. Together, this time.
Man, what a good quest. Imagine skipping side quest dialogue. Particularly imagine specifying that you started skipping side quest dialogue in the end game. Couldn't be me. Oh what, not gonna tell me? Not gonna talk about mid building a ship? Huh? Alright. It's only 5 o'clock, just take 5 and grab a sandwich or something? Eh. I like to have a clean separation between like I am streaming and I am not streaming. I don't want to eat feeling like I'm rushing. I'll be fine. Back here. I got this place like 2 hours ago, and then all the things happened. Maybe we'll get to Bucklad, and I'll evaluate what it looks like we're doing. Nah. Thank you for materializing out of a solid canyon wall. You're the best, Ambrosia. Alright, who wants to take bets on how beautiful the vista we're coming up on is going to be?
The ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
As soon as we get past this ruin, there's going to be a really pretty vista. Can almost guarantee it. These are our enemies. Yep.
Straight home now.
I'll fight these. I haven't fought any Fallen in a while. Alright, there it is. There's the Vista Hill. Oh, they're giving this Vista a cutscene. Holy shit. Okay, I would say it was worth the final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
This might be the prettiest area we've yet seen. Oh? Seat of the Imperial Court. We can get more Dion content?
The reports are true, Father.
We are.
You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
You're fucking nuts, man. Dion, you should throw a coup right now.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
It took you this long to realize that?
God. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. great Greeker, made flesh.
Kill him. Kill him right now. Kill him right now. What you gonna do, Dion?
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths.
Fuck.
Regarding
God.
the nature of nation, of rulers, and of the divine.
You're so awful.
You would trust the words of this traitress. She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Oh, you're pushing it.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Dude, you're talking to Bahamut right now.
Forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
Kill her.
What do you know of my blood?
Fuck it. Dion, you just want to go sicko mode on the entire capital? It'd be really swell. It'd save me a lot of trouble. I guess you're too good for that, though.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
That kid reminds me of kids that I knew that ate crayons. Yeah, every time I've seen him, I've been drawing comparisons between him and fucking Sweet Robin. The fucking... Oh, make the bad man fly, kid. From Game of Thrones. I think Olivier being on the throne is going to lead to at least one horrible thing before Dion kills his entire family, hopefully. Man. Man. Look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful area. Man. Not every emperor to be can be Larsa. Yeah, Larsa was alright. Larsa could solve a lot of problems here, I think. Or get chewed up immediately. I think...
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
I was gonna say, I think I will call it here for today. Because I have other stuff to do, and I am starving. We will... Look at this fucking... Look at this hole cut into the earth. I'm gonna have to dodge an attack like this in the final boss fight. Almost certainly. Wait a second. Doesn't this look exactly like the hole outside of Rosaria? From when Clive went Ifrit for the first time? Food for thought. Oh, what a beautiful skybox. What a beautiful... Anyway. Thank you all for coming. We didn't make a ton of progress, but we did see some incredible side quests, including that whole thing with Sid, which is just... my heart. And next time will be... I'm guessing we're going to be going straight into Twinside. So there is a non-zero chance that I'm going to be facing Bahamut next time. Not likely. It'll probably be a handful of sessions. But non-zero. So yeah. See y'all next time I do this. Bye-bye.